Right, news now coming in. According to our sources, Arvind Kejriwal may be visiting Rajghat at 10:30 a.m. Ahead of a possible appearance at the Enforcement Directorate, Delhi Chief Minister will be visiting the Rajghat. BJP versus Aam Aadmi Party poster war also is meanwhile intensifying. BJP is saying, for example, they said, Lana tha Swaraj le aaye sharab, referring to the liquor policy and alcohol. But for now, knowing Arvind Kejriwal, as he's done in the past as well, each time ahead of a big event or anything that may not be even working for the Aam Aadmi Party or a start, he has visited the Rajghat and meditated there for a few minutes, and then he's gone ahead to where he was intended to. This time ahead of the Enforcement Directorate summon, while he was supposed to be heading to Madhya Pradesh for an election schedule. But amid this controversy, Arvind Kejriwal likely will now be coming toward to the Rajghat, which is of course Mahatma Gandhi's memorial, and that is where he will be. Amit Bhardwaj is joining me on the latest on this. Let's go across to Amit Bhardwaj on that. Amit, that's very interesting that he's going to put forth an image that he arrives at the Rajghat. Amit,
Pooja, could you please repeat your question?
Amit, I was asking that it's very likely that our sources are telling us that he's going to go to the Rajghat in some time, and that he's likely to meditate. And we've seen him do it in the past as well before a possible appearance at the Enforcement Directorate.
Well, Pooja, there are multiple strategies that Aam Aadmi Party likes to, indulge into as far as, when it comes to this summons by central agencies. We have seen in the past as well, while Manish Sisodia was called by the Central Bureau of Investigation as to how he first went to Rajghat, then to the party office, then to Rajghat, and eventually to the Central Bureau of Investigation's office. So these are part of standard protocol, so to say, for Aam Aadmi Party when it comes to such summons. Appearing before the central agencies, if at all. But right now, the bigger question, Pooja, remains that whether, Arvind Kejriwal is going to appear in before the Enforcement Directorate or not. As far as his response to the ED is concerned, and it is very indicative of the fact that he might not, in most likelihood, he might not appear before the ED at all. And because he has said that the summon that has been given out to him is illegal, politically motivated, and has been done on the instructions of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And he has gone to the extent of, asking the Enforcement Directorate to withdraw the summon itself. And the sources had confirmed us to India Today as well that as far as AAP Chief's schedule is concerned, on November 2nd, he was supposed to travel to Madhya Pradesh's Singrauli for electoral campaign, and that remains part of his schedule today. So in an hour or so, the entire picture of Arvind Kejriwal's movement will become pretty clear as to whether Arvind Kejriwal is heading towards Enforcement Directorate. He will appear in front of the Enforcement Directorate, or will he move ahead with his pre-planned schedule, that is Madhya Pradesh, Singrauli for electoral campaign. But response that sources are confirming us, which has been sent to ED, if we go by the wording of that response, it is pretty much clear that in most likelihood Arvind Kejriwal will not appear before the ED, and he will go ahead with his schedule itself, that is electoral campaign in Madhya Pradesh. And that is why, Pooja, right outside Arvind Kejriwal's residence, while you have security beefed up, the political activity cannot be seen here. Yes, Delhi Speaker Ramnivas Goyal was here. He left a couple of minutes back. I did ask him a question as to whether he would want to speak on the ED summon or raid on Rajkumar Anand. He said he chose not to respond. But we are also hearing to Saurabh Bhardwaj, accusing the central government of indulging in political vendetta as far as the raids, ED raids at Rajkumar Anand's residence is concerned. And is again reiterating the fact that the BJP is hell-bent on crushing, on destroying Aam Aadmi Party, and that is why, be it Manish Sisodia, Sanjay Singh, party convener Arvind Kejriwal himself are on the radar of the central agencies, and that central agencies are being misused by the BJP, by the central government. So clearly, Pooja, in some time from now, the picture will be clear about Arvind Kejriwal's plan. But what we are given to understand, the kind of response that he has sent to Enforcement Directorate, it looks like that in most likelihood Arvind Kejriwal will not appear before the ED today, and that
Yes.
he might go ahead with his electoral campaign.